Yo, welcome back to another Mechabellum video. Today we're going to be shoutcasting the weekend tournament, the Asia weekend tournament. What I like to do in the beginning of the season is just watch, learn, see what all the top players are doing, and then just apply that knowledge throughout the season. It's always exciting to see all the new plays. First game we're going to be watching today in round 1 is Kaisel versus Dorgon. Let's look at the choices here. Giant, Typhoon, Quick Supply and Supply, and then Speed, Training, Amplify and Missile. Dorgon goes for Supply. I've played Dorgon a few times. Mostly plays Standard, I think. So let's see what he does in this game. Kaisel still deciding. Goes for Missile Specialist. Okay, so it looks like Kaisel will be setting up aggro with his Tarantula push here. Got some marksman, got some tarantulas. He's got his missiles in the next round. Missile specialist, really good into Stormcallers. Because early, the Stormcaller player will depend a lot on these Stormcallers to do damage in the early game. So if you can missile one while the fight starts, then you're good to go. Let's see what they do. Dorgon has a choice to make here. He's either thinking Arclights or maybe some other chaff clear. Most likely going to be Arclights. That's what I like here. He goes... He's moving the fangs around. Where does he go? Come on, bro. Pick already. I'm not gonna do all the reviews of the changes and things, but I do have a couple of games that I played in the beginning of the season and on the new patch. Oh, he does go for Arclights. So round 1, the Stormcaller player should be at an advantage here. Nice. Yeah, so he's definitely going to win the first round. So Dorgon definitely thinking about what he wants to do next. I think I don't know if he'll shield. Shielding is just not worth it right now. Underground threat looks good. Redeployment looks good. Yeah, Dorgon takes the redeployment. I take that as well for my when I'm playing defense, especially because I know most aggro players like taking it. In this case, it looks like Kaisel didn't choose it. He went for the underground threat. That seems to be a bug because I know one of the changes that were made is that underground threat is only supposed to come on round 3 instead of round 2 now. Nice redeployment. Misses the missile. I like that. Do you see how these Stormcallers are like 2 blocks behind this one? This is to prevent the crawlers from locking onto it if they are here. Looks like there is a crawler flank in the corner by Dorgon. But that will be thwarted by the crawlers put down by Kaisel. I think this underground threat is going to do really well here. Let's see how the round plays out. Only using 1 missile. That's always good. Keep your opponent on their toes. Dorgon does decide to put down a shield. That's going to be really good for him. But he does get debuffed by the crawlers in the corner, which means he's going to be at a massive disadvantage. That Arclight was stuck hitting a tarantula and so couldn't clear any of the crawlers. Did not do his job at all there. Is he going to be able to keep the shield? He might just... Oh yeah, Dogon gets to keep the shield. At least that's a small win for that round, despite the big loss in HP. Almost 1,000 HP damage taken there. I like the Vulcan for Dogon. Maybe Wasps for Kaisel. Or the Phantoms. Oh, he goes for the Vulcan as well. Wow, I'm surprised by that. Oh, is he going to sell it? Oh. He's transitioning to Vulcan Marksman. Into this. I don't like that. Selling off the tarantula. Is he going to go for another Vulcan now? He can move these crawlers now. He's going to move them probably. Might just put them on this side. Oh, he puts them on in the back over here. Okay. So that should kill the crawlers over here. We got a Phoenix on the board now for Dogon. Surprised he does that into the Marksman. But I guess he does need single target damage. And Vulcan Phoenix is a comp. That is an actual thing. So that's good. Second Phoenix on the board now for Dogon. Kaisel did put down an Arclight to deal with these crawlers over here, but that's not really going to do anything because the crawlers have been sold. Both guys have upgraded their towers on the left hand side. Got some crawlers coming in from the corner here by Kaisel. Crawlers are destroyed by the missile. Let's see how this round goes. Two Vulcans on the board. Both players transitioning into Vulcan now. I think Dogon definitely still has the advantage here. Because he's still got the Stormcallers and Kaisel hasn't answered the Stormcallers yet. This tower was upgraded, so those crawlers, that flank did nothing. Kaisel, a little bit on the back foot here, but he has now equal HP to Dogon. Smart Arclight is good for Dogon. Unless he's going to stick with the Vulcan. Kaisel sells his Tarantula and goes for 2 Stormcallers. Okay, fully transitioning into a standard build now. I really don't like this because he's in a mirror match and he's behind. Dogon goes for offensive tactics. He's got advanced offensive tactics. I very rarely see that taken at a high level, but I kind of like it. Some additional damage. Kaisel will be keeping the crawlers on the left hand side because he sold the Tarantula, so that's going to be good for this Arclight over here. Is there going to be a second Vulcan for Dogon? 3 Stormcallers for Kaisel now. Okay. We are fully into a standard versus standard Vulcan matchup here. I still believe that Dogon is favored because he's kind of ahead in the matchup. But Kaisel's board has potential. Promoting the Stormcallers, that's really good on Dogon's part, especially since there's nothing on the board to counter them. Kaisel has mostly been ignoring it. Brings on a set of crawlers as well. Let's see how this goes. Should be a win for Dogon again. Let's see how that goes. Big difference is the Kaisel's Vulcan has range. Dogon, he's got no ticks at the moment. Just keeping it pretty standard. Phoenix immediately killed by the marksman, but just not enough for Kaisel. Those level 2 Stormcallers are doing work. Okay, he needs to address them now or do something. He pivoted into the Stormcallers. It's not working. What does he do next? Skip for both players. He's got his missile up. Okay, that's going to be a very good missile because it's going to take out the Phoenix, the Fangs, and some of the Crawlers. That's a lot of damage. Might give him a little bit of an advantage. I hope he remembers this Crawler on the left here. He needs to sell it. Yeah, he sells it. Missile Interceptor now for Dogon. 2 Missile Interceptors. Good play there. High explosive anti-tank is now 150 resources. So I don't know if we're gonna see a lot of play in this season. I still think it's really good. 150 for double damage. It's not bad. Not bad at all. And it could be especially good in this scenario. Granted, he did get range on his marksman, and now he's got a missile interceptor. What is Dogon going to do with the last 100 of his gold? He's got defense enhancement 1. Kaisel has attack and defense enhancement 1. Maybe he gets that. What did he buy? Is that Fangs? Did he put down Fangs? Oh, he put down Crawlers. Okay, he put down Crawlers on this side. Maybe thinking of a flank, but obviously the flank is going to get torted. Did he move those Phoenix? Oh, what a play. What a play to move the Phoenix. So they didn't get missiled. But they're still going to get killed by the marksman because the marksmen have range. And they are ahead of everything else because the Vulcan has range as well. So they kind of stand out. Yeah, with the missile interceptors on the board now, it looks like Kaisel is doing a bit better. Is it a win though? It probably will be. Wow. What a close round. The Stormcaller is clutching it once again. For Dogon. The gilded skin looking very nice on those Stormcallers. One big win for Dogon is that he still has his missile interceptors, whereas Kaisel doesn't. Kaisel now brings in a sandworm with plating. Also known as armor enhancement. I like this play. There isn't a lot that can kill these plated worms. I think Dogon is still deciding. He goes for the rhinos. I like this play. Is he gonna get armor on them? He doesn't run armor. Oh, he does run armor. Okay. Let's see if he gets armor. Is he gonna move the Phoenix again? Is he gonna read that play and do it again? That'll be awesome. Let's see. Good positioning on the worms. They should be able to tank quite a bit while the backline does work. The marksman will be doing quite a bit of work in the backline there. Dogon now deciding what his next move is gonna be. It's got a lot of money to spend. Oh no, decides to move that Phoenix. I would agree with that if this Phoenix was a level 2 because then he wouldn't get hit by the missile, but rather decides to move this Phoenix and bring in a Vulcan. It's got 400 left. What does he do? More Phoenix, more Vulcan. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't take the armor. He's bringing in another unit, additional deployment. What does he bring in? He does not. Why did he click it? I'm not a fan of the standard rhinos. Why? I don't think they're that good into this lineup. Stormcaller is doing quite a bit of damage to that worm. I'm actually surprised at how much damage they did, and they should be able to take it out now. Yeah, the level 2 worm goes down, but he has tanked enough for Kaisel to win the round. Is this the comeback? Is Kaisel making the comeback with the worms? I think he is. This worm leveled. More missile strikes, additional deployment, intensive training, good options here. What did I take? Missile strike for Dogon. Both take missile strike. Okay. Lots of missile strikes. How does Dogon respond to this now? Does he get a melter? I think he needs a melter. I would instantly, I'd start selling the rhinos and just buy oh. Okay. He decides to go for Ignite on his Fangs and Electromagnetic Shot on his Arc Lights. I like that. I like that. So he's going to disable the tick of the worm so that he can kill them faster. Keep them busy with some chaff, and then hopefully the Fangs will also do some damage. Okay, let's see how that goes. Good read here by Kaisel. Putting down the shield. Does take out alone. Both of them have taken out alone. Dogon goes for temp range. So does Kaisel. Trying to read the missiles here. Not sure about this one though. This is interesting because there is a Stormcaller here that can kill the shield. And why is he keeping this crawler here that just keeps dying? Is it just to distract the Stormcaller? This missile will be successful, whereas this one wasn't. Let's see how the Fangs work out for Dogon. Both the worms get targeted immediately. It is actually working out really well. The right side is winning for Dogon, but the left side is losing. So let's see how this goes. Looks like Dogon might clutch this round. Let's see. He wins the right side. Is he gonna win the... Yes, he gets the debuff. Yeah, he's definitely gonna win. I'm gonna give Dogon a vote of confidence there by voting for him. Okay. Another missile. How many missiles have there been in this game? It's kind of crazy. Another missile on the right hand side here. Start selling off. Some Fangs here. Brings on another Vulcan on this side to deal with all the chaff. There is a lot of chaff. So now he's selling out on the sandworms and decides to go for Vulcans. Okay, so sorry, it wasn't Dogon that sold off. It was Kaisel. He sold off his worm, yeah. I don't understand that decision. So what? He's gonna burn the ground and then kill... But his own units will burn as well. Come on, Kaisel. I think that's a mistake. That's a misplay, surely, right? Ignite now on the Vulcans. So now we've got Ignite on the Vulcans, Ignite on the Fangs. Really scared of the worms. But doesn't really need to be because the worms are being sold out now. The strongest unit on the board. Okay, granted he did die very quickly. Got sold. Okay. Redeploying the crawlers to the middle. Lots of fire on the ground now for Kaisel. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. Because keep in mind his own units are burning as well and will take extra damage. This level 2 Rhino has been doing particularly well. Both Rhinos are doing surprisingly well. They get much further than the Worms do. But now it's time for the Vulcans and the Phoenixes to reconcile. Let's see if this works. With all the fire on the ground, it looks like Kaisel might actually stand a chance here. Yeah, Marksman coming through clutch. But it is a draw. 6, it's not a draw. These two little fangs. The two little fangs. Ah, they survived. Okay, super heavy armor now on the Vulcan for Dogon. What's he going to do here? He actually brings in a melter. Oh, he chose it from the drop. Never mind, I'm being silly. Full transparency, I came into this a bit flustered because I decided to do this on the last minute. And I tried to stream it and then the stream didn't go well, and so I decided to record it. You can see I didn't even brush my hair. So yeah, yeah, the hair is looking a bit crazy over here. So sorry if I make a few mistakes in the first games. Okay, let's see what's happening in the game. We got oil going down for Kaisel now. Really getting desperate. He sold the boat. Dogon kept the melter. I like that. Brings in a new worm from the back here. Don't really like this positioning, but okay. Puts down a missile interceptor. These missiles have been killing Dogon whole game. And he's still winning. Shields against the oil. I think that's really good. Heads up play there. Was kind of obvious. Crawlers coming through here now. There should be a worm coming in here any second. That worm is gonna die very quickly. Does not die, but is very close to death. Okay, dies to the fire. Dies to Dogon's fire. The left side for Kaisel doing really well. He's now got electromagnetic shot in his marksman, which is really good. Kaisel putting up a good fight here. This game is not over. The fire on the ground definitely helped. I think this was a mistake putting the melt over here. I think it was better over here maybe, where it was safer. There were no worms on the outside, so there was no need for him to put it here. Even if he put it here, it would have been better. Because it doesn't need to be this far forward. The purpose of these crawlers over here is just to distract the Vulcan and bring down the incendiary bomb. He now goes best partner. Okay. But he hasn't leveled any of his Vulcans, so I'm not so sure about that. Eon Blast now for both players. Not quite sure who it's going to be better for. I think it might be better for Kaisel. This looks really good here. I thought he might put it over here, but yeah. Underground threat over here now. There's still a missile for Kaisel. He's got 30 seconds to decide what he's going to do with his last 300. So does Dogon. So more chaff coming down for Dogon. Finally, high explosive is clicked by Kaisel. That's going to be really good and strong. Another missile coming down. What else is he going to buy? He's got 250 left. Goes for another set of Stormcallers. I like that. Redeploy on the Phoenix because it's been blasted by the missile whole game. Let's see how this plays out. That missile whiffs. This Eon Blast, not looking great. That Eon Blast will definitely hit the Melta. Okay, now it's looking good because it kills all the Stormcallers. Gets the Melta on the right hand side, which dies. Leaving the Rhino on its own, and the Vulcan Bear. We've got many marksmen on the board now. They will be doing a ton of damage. The left side looks like it's winning for K-Soul. Will this Vulcan be able to hold? I don't know. He is very strong. Doubt it. Doubt it. Does not hold. But it's not over yet. Round 10. Dogon is on 314 HP and Kaysel is on 1292. Kaysel with an amazing comeback so far. Can he finish the game? What does he do here? Wasp for Kaysel. Come on, Dogon. What you gonna pick, bro? I'm rooting for you, man. I have a story history with both of these players. I would say I've played Dogon more than I've played Kaysel. Mostly play Kaysel in twos because I play a lot of twos with my friends. And Dogon mostly facing in tournaments. I've played him in many tournaments before. He's mostly a tournament player. Sometimes I catch him on ladder. Nice. Shielded Wasps. I like that. We do have Fangs though, which might do a little bit of damage, but they've only got 75 range compared to the 105 for the Wasps. What is Dogon gonna do about the Stormcallers? He goes for Abyss! Double Abyss! Oh, and he gets missiles right in front. I don't know about that. I don't know about putting it so far forward. Two big abysses. I don't know how good they are. I don't think abysses are good into sandworms. I think he should have committed that money to something else. Also, the wasps are going to be a massive problem. Already, the abyss gets locked on. But they are doing a ton of damage though. Who will prevail? The wasps are doing a lot of work. Great aerial chaff. So that will let Kaysel win the right hand side. I think that means he might win the left as well, because the right is crumbling. Turns out the wasps were the right call. Kaysel gets the win. Nice. That was brilliant play by Kaysel. What a comeback. That wasp play at the end there was clutch. I think the abyss was a desperation play. Yeah, tough one. I would have gone for the wasps as well if I was Dogon. It just makes more sense. If I was Kaysel, that's what I would go for. And thus, if I was playing against Kaysel as Dogon, I would have gone for the wasps. But yeah, the shielded wasps were clutch there, and they did so well in just playing interference. So good. So good. Cool, that's round 1 done. I lost some insight. We will be moving on to round 2 shortly. Check you there. Alrighty, we are back for round 2. And in this match, we're going to have fellow content creator DRN versus Ben Malls. Ben Malls is also a Twitch streamer. DRN mostly does videos on YouTube. Let's see what we got here. Speed Training, Typhoon, and Sabertooth for Ben Malls. Elite. Okay, Aerial specialist for DRN. I like that. Good starting pack for standard. He also likes to play standard just like me, so I assumed he would take that. What does Ben Miles go for? Goes for Typhoon. Cool. I actually don't know who is the stronger player, to be honest. I haven't seen DRN play in a while. The last time I played against him, I lost, I think. And he made a video about it, or I made a video about it, one of the two. Ooh, Bimbal's going for an aggro Stormcaller setup here. I haven't seen this in a while. This should be spicy. So I think for the first 3 games of the tournament, it's mostly gonna be matches where it's like the top guys against the lower guys. So I like to focus on like the midfield. Also, it's really boring watching top players sort of beat down on weaker players. So that's why I prefer watching the middle field for the first couple of rounds, first 3 or 4 rounds of the tournament. If I do see a good matchup between 2 top players, then I will definitely be watching those. For now, we are watching Ben Miles versus DRN. DRN did go for a Phoenix in round 1. Really good play. Will catch Ben Miles off and allows him to win the round. How does Ben Miles respond? Some people will actually just plant down a marksman, even though they are playing aggro. You can easily do that here. It works just as well. Missile strike looking really good here. Extended range Phoenix. Not a big fan of that for the Phoenix, but some people do like it. It means you can get charge shot and range, and it will be really good. Charge shot reduces the range by 25, so it means you've got sort of equal range but more damage. What do they choose here? I mean, for me, DRN, I think missile strike. Okay, Ben Miles goes for extended range phantoms. Now I want to know what he runs on his phantoms. Sells the 1 Stormcaller. Brings on the phantoms. Okay, so he's got burst mode, high explosive ammo, range, and shield. What's he gonna do with them? Okay, so he's starting an attack on the left hand side here. This is going to get spicy, boys. I love it. DRN chose Elite Rhino and goes for Rhino immediately. What is this? I love it. This is why we like to watch in the beginning of the season. Elite Rhino on round 2 and extended range Phantom Raise on round 2. This is awesome. Wow, that was such a nice play. Obviously, Ben Miles is gonna win here because he's got things that heat up and DRN doesn't. But DRN is still winning the ground, so he doesn't really need to worry. This is not gonna be that much damage. Yeah. Cool. Now what does he do? How does he respond? More Phoenix? I mean, he sold this Phoenix to buy the Rhino. Absorption module goes on to the Phantoms. Oh, and he responds with a Raiden because he's aerial specialist. I love it. Immediately puts it down over here. Is he going to put the absorption module on him as well? There's some crawlers on the right hand side here. Ben Miles putting DRN under a lot of pressure here. This is a lot of pressure. Is he going to be able to handle it? Selling off units left, right and center here. I wonder I wonder what he's going to do with his money. He brings down crawlers. Where is his chaff clear? Oh, he's got so many problems to solve here. He's got so many problems to solve. Only one Raiden. Is he going to bring in another one? He does. He does. Okay, that's good. Where's he going to put it? Put it on the other side, please. He doesn't know about these phantom rays yet. So he's probably going to think to put it over here maybe, or over here. Okay, he does put it over here. Good call, DRN. Okay, but he's going to get distracted by these crawlers. We'll need to do something about his chaff clear. These phantom rays are going to go straight to the tower. Yeah, too many problems to solve here at once. He's got a lot of catching up to do, but let's hope that the Raidens can at least do something. This Raiden on the right here struggling with the crawlers. Is he going to get them before they get to the tower? He does get them. Nice. Now there's some fangs eating at the tower. They're going to get the tower debuff. DRN is debuffed, but I still think he's in a great position here. The Raiden with the absorption module was clutch. Really good call on that. And now he's ahead. Okay. That was good. That was a very good round for DRN. He was decisive. Made the right decisions. Now he's got a couple more problems that he needs to solve. Benmals takes the steel balls. Scorpion for DRN. I would be surprised if he kept that. He does keep it. He's going to use it kind of as a tank over here. I see. Okay. I guess maybe he read that Benmals might take the balls. If so, that was a brilliant read, DRN. Taking the Scorpion there. Okay, now he's got the Rhino. Level 3 Rhino on the right hand side here. Not going to be good into the balls, to be honest. But let's see how that goes. This tower is in a lot of trouble. Benmals is definitely going to get through. This Scorpion is doomed. 55,000 damage I don't think is going to be enough. But as soon as the Raiden clears the Phantom Rays on this side, then he can come help on the side. But the problem now is that there's shields on the Phantom Rays. They've got extended range, remember that. So they hit for 95 meters. Almost as good as the Raiden, but not quite. The Raiden will take 2 shots to kill them. He is bringing in a Typhoon on this side now as well. Unfortunate that DRN picked the Elite Rhino card, because having the Rhino there is great, but he can really only buy one around because they're so expensive. He has to bring them in as Elite. The extended range Phantom Rays do have decreased damage, but they still do damage. And as you can see there, the Rhino on the right hand side did not do well into the balls. The steel balls did fantastic against them, and the Phantom Rays are now just taking over this game. I don't know if that was the right investment with the Rhino in the bottom right corner. 400 gold to spend on crawlers. I don't think it's worth it. Where's the chaff clear? DRN. We need something to kill the chaff with. Okay, he goes for another Rhino in the left hand side. Okay, I like that, because he's going to tank a lot, but there are problems everywhere. Another Raiden to help the front. How does he deal with these shields? Is it chain? Sells the Scorpion, I like that. Buys another Raiden because they serve the same purpose. I like it, I like it. But he still needs something on the ground to clear the chaff. The sledgehammers just aren't enough. The balls. Mechanical division on the balls now. That's going to make it really hard. Good read by Benmals, because DRN doesn't have chaff clear. He doesn't have chaff clear. So now he goes replicate on the crawlers. I don't quite understand that, but I guess it makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, the crawlers are gonna wreak havoc on the left here. Big problems for DRN. The rhino on the left hand side that just got brought in dies almost immediately. DRN is in trouble here. The steel ball production on the Raiden is actually pretty good. But yeah, he's got a chaff clear problem. He needs to get rid of all of these crawlers on the board. Penmal's recognizing that DRN does not have chaff clear, so he's taking advantage of that. And one of the reasons why he doesn't have that is because he's spending all of his money on the Raidens and the Rhinos, and neither of those two units can clear chaff well. So maybe a Vulcan here. I don't know if he's gonna get a Vulcan anytime soon. Maybe I would say Wraith, but Phantoms are really good into Wraith. Extra range with the Phantom Rays. Okay. Plating for the Rhinos. That's gonna help him a lot. But still short on chaff clear. Why hasn't he unlocked a chaff clear unit yet? There's a lot of crawlers on the board coming through. 3 sets on this side. 2 sets on the flanks. 2 sets of fangs. A lot of chaff on the board. Okay. Maybe he thinks chain. Maybe chain will be his chaff clear. Because he's got no tick on the Raidens at the moment. He's just going straight Raiden. Takes a loan. What's he gonna do? Get range? Maybe he gets temp range. They both take a loan. Decides to get defense enhancement with the money. Okay. These level 3 Phantom Rays on 189,000 damage. The plated Rhinos should do pretty well. But there are now balls incoming and they will be able to take that Rhino on the left hand side. There's too many crawlers on the ground. He needs to figure out a way to clear those crawlers. The balls get through on the left. They will debuff the tower. And this poor Raiden left alone on the left hand side. Debuff on the right. Just too many phantoms and too many crawlers at the moment for DRN to handle. Let's see how he solves that. Maybe Belak gives him a nice unit. Maybe a Vulcan. There's his Vulcan. Penmal takes the Vulcan as well. Come on, DRN. You need it, bro. Are you going to take the 2 fire badges? I don't agree with that. Take the Vulcan and buy another one. It looks like... Yeah, so DRN still making up his mind here. Penmal's has already committed to the Vulcan. He's got range on him as well. I don't understand that. His chaff clear is perfectly fine, to be honest. He's been killing all of the little chaff that's on the board for DRN. Does not warrant 2 Vulcans. DRN does go for Fire Badger and has taken Napalm. I like that. It's like nuking the ground so that the Raidens can do their job. Just give them space to do their thing. I wonder what tech he's gonna get first on the Raidens. He doesn't have any tech on them yet. He doesn't have money to get tech. So what does he do? I don't know. Let's see. I kind of prefer the Vulcan over the badges, but let's see how they perform. The Napalm is good. I think the napalm could do a lot of work here. I understand the logic. Because they're going to kill all the little crawlers. The fire on the ground will kill all the little crawlers coming through. So there's no chance for mechanical division to really work. But will that allow... Yeah, it looks like it will allow the Raidens to do their thing now. Left side not looking great. But this absorption module might be good. Oh, it just doesn't make it. These level 3s are doing work on the left. Both have some good reinforcements here. Additional deployment for Benmals. Sorry about that. Brief interruption. I'm doing this live and I don't edit my videos, so I won't be able to cut this out. Let me turn off WhatsApp also on my PC. There should not be a... Okay, we've now got sticky oil bomb on the ground. Everything's gonna burn. Looks like there was an attempted flank by DRN. That's probably not going to work. Because the Phantom Rays... These balls on the left hand side doing work against the Rhino. Okay, looks like DRN might be making a comeback here. Great options on the board. Sabertooth, Wraith, Sandworm, and Void Eye. Photon now for on the boats to help with the electromagnetic shot. Really good. It's a good counter. Got Raidens. It still takes the Raiden 2 shots to kill the Phantom Ray, because the first shot, even though you think that you disable the tick and then you do the damage, but you first do the damage and then you disable the tick, which kind of mitigates the point of having electromag against these. You kind of want like a double shot type thing, or this, which is aerial specialization on the wasps. That's brilliant. I love that. Might have preferred range because the range is not so great. Oil on the ground now for TRN. He's still got his wasps on the right hand side. Why is he keeping them there? He must have forgotten about them. The whole ground is on fire now. The wasps are coming in. They're gonna help out a little bit. Not much though, because they don't have range. The wasps in the corner get through somehow. The tower on the left hand side is being targeted. It looks like DRN might actually pull this back and win the game. What a game by DRN. Well played, buddy. YouTube versus Twitch. YouTube wins again. Let's go. That was very, very well played. I like the decision of just immediately going into Raiden, just like being decisive and saying, looks like this guy's gonna commit to the Phantom Race. Let me go Raidens. I was worried about the chaff clear, but burning the ground is always a solve. Ben Moles decided to do the same thing. I don't know why, because everything was burning already, so I think that was a waste. Honestly, if he had brought in his own wasps, Ben Moles, he would have done very well here. Potentially even burst mode. Burst mode can fight against Raidens one to one with Phantom Rays. They kill them. It's a lot of damage, and it works very nicely. I think he might have forgotten about these wasps over here, but it worked out, because it turns out when you click aerial specialization, you can just kill Phantom Rays 1 versus 1. Well played, buddy. Well played. Oh, that was an epic game. That was an epic game. I can't wait for the next one. I'm sorry about that little intermission I had now. It was my daughter. Well, my daughter and my wife trying to get hold of me. So, and I'm a family guy first. So I had to take the call, even though I'm recording. Cool. And like I said, I don't edit my videos, so we'll just have to keep it in there. I will check you in round 3. Because I muted my mic, didn't I? I have to stop this recording because it was completely spoiled. Or should I continue? This is the problem with doing live takes. I'm really enjoying this video, but I was muted now for the first intro of the game. Okay, let's just continue. Right. Cost control for sweet and sour. Typhoon for blue. We'll if I don't know the guy's name, I'll just call out the color. That's what I usually do. I think HD is favored here, but it's gonna be tough because the hounds, they don't do well into crawlers, but the storm crawlers do really well into the The tarantula. So the tarantula should do great here. There we go. Fangs, arclights, and sledgehammers. And then there's a steel ball option. Sweet and sour goes for sledgehammers. I say sweet and sour, but I don't actually know what this guy's name means. Maybe I should just say red. Opts to go for more hounds, some crawlers. I like that. This hound is really good because it sort of takes care of any of the late chaff that's coming in. Got an arc light on the right hand side here. Sometimes the defender will put a crawler over here just to catch the attacker off guard. So I kind of like this. Just putting down 2 arc lights. Simple solve. You can always replace them with tarantulas. Or easy replacing the tarantulas with arc lights. I don't know. I'm confused. It's a lot of crawlers. Crawlers do really well into hounds. So I think they'll do well, yeah. Yeah, looks like the crawlers are gonna get in on the right hand side, but the left did fairly well. Yeah. So now, when you're playing hounds, levels are important. I'm sure Red will know that. If there are any levels, he will definitely level up the hounds. It looks like there aren't any. Okay, underground threat, missile strike, both of those look really good. Red takes underground threat. Not a lot of places to play it, so I'm thinking maybe he'll play it defensively. What is blue going to do? Okay, goes to the missile. Gets range on the tarantulas. I don't understand this play. I guess it's a good distraction for a short bit, but I don't think that makes sense. I think he was going to take it defensively and then figured he wouldn't use it. Range on the tarantulas always makes such a massive difference. All of a sudden they just become these like mega chaff clearing units. It catches you off guard. Because before they get range, it's like, you know, doesn't look like they're doing very well. These stormcallers are going to destroy them. Then all of a sudden they get 40 meters of range and they're standing way back here hitting all the units. Takes the advanced targeting system. I suspect this guy is not playing like a high level player. Why is he keeping the Typhoon? Why did he buy the arc lights? I mean, he's making the right decisions in that he's bringing in lots of crawlers, recognizing that Red cannot handle this amount of crawlers. But Red does put down an oil. Good way to deal with lots of chaff is just to slow it all down. And then now he's bringing in the saber-tooths to counter tarantulas. I don't know if this is too late, but it might be. Because these tarantulas are level 2 already. Level 2 tarantulas are very strong. I don't understand the point of this typhoon on the right hand side here. He should have sold it and put down a tarantula or something. Not the typhoon. I guess he's keeping it just in case HD goes wasps, but I mean, that's not happening. Doing a decent job on the right. Yeah, like I said, I don't think the saber-tooths are going to do well early. They're going to need range to fight the tarantulas. But at least he's got the stormcallers for now. Maybe he can get anti-tank shells on them. Armor piercing. They both took advanced targeting system. I'm surprised by that. There's the wasps. Farseer is looking good also. Yeah, blue goes for Farseer. Wraith for HD. Needs more chaff clear. I agree. I agree with this decision. I would have maybe sold and taken a Vulcan, because Vulcan is really good here also. Goes range on the Wraiths. Okay, so his chaff clear problem is solved. I don't know. I don't think this blue player knows where the sell button is. This is field recovery, just in case anyone wants to know. This thing doesn't need to be this arc light is redundant. He doesn't need it. He can get the money for these two. It feels like there's 500 just sitting on the board doing nothing, basically. Such an inefficient use of resources. He could have maybe gotten another Farseer in the middle here, or started his transition into Giants or Titans. The Farseers have a lot of work to do with the Wraiths, but let's see if they get the job done. Let the Tarantulas tank, hopefully, and then the Farseers can kill the Wraiths. Looks like that is happening. Yeah. HD's single target damage is no good right now. So he needs to figure that out. The blue player, I am surprised by how well this guy's comp is doing, because it's kind of all over the place. Orbital Javelin now for HD, he needs it. He can get 2 tarantulas on the left here. Right. He brings in more sabers. Is he going to give them range finally? No, he doesn't have money for it. I don't agree with that. I would bring them in, but not, but maybe one and give range. I don't know. He needs range. Another Farseer for blue. I like that decision. This Javelin is going to be great value on the left hand side. Which makes me question why he puts down the Sabertooth over here. What is that? Just to kill the Farseer now? That doesn't make sense to me. Shield on the right hand side. Temp range. No temp range for blue. I mean for red. Right side doing well for blue. Left side not so much because his two big units kind of got destroyed. Red desperately needs range on his Sabertooths. They're just standing way too close to the enemy units. I guess the idea is that the Sabertooth should be tanking, but they are the only damage dealer for HD at the moment. So I don't understand why he isn't ranging them. Okay, he's taking a loan. He's got 1,300 supplies. Unlocks the balls. Gets range on the Sabertooth, finally. Is it gonna be enough? Is it too late? More crawlers incoming for blue. Underground threat in the middle by HD. Okay, brings in more raids as well. To fight all the crawlers on the board. There are a lot of crawlers on the board, guys. 10 packs of crawlers on the board. 11. Sorry, I didn't see these ones hiding under the bush over here. Also 7 Sabertooths on the board now. That's enough DPS right there. This should be the comeback for HD. This should be the comeback. A flank with some crawlers on the right. So many crawlers. Maybe 8 gun on the wraiths. That's a lot of shields. That's a lot of money on shields. If he doesn't win this round, that's a massive economic win for HD. Yeah, you see the difference it makes, the range. The range! You should have had that 2 rounds ago. Maybe he just didn't have the money for it. Next is double shot, by the way. Double shot is insane with range on Sabertooths. Maybe a bus for blue. I think that'll do really well here. Is he smart enough to see the counter? That's the question. Intensive training for blue. Red goes for the heavy armor. I like that. Very good on the Sabertooths. He's got a level 3 that he can put it on, so he might just do that. Oil on the ground now again. He does. That's a 72,145 range unit. He needs to get a defense enhancement as well, I think. Attack is not enough. It took HD way too long to come into this game. He should have gotten that range so many rounds ago already. Mech Rage now for blue. I think blue is probably a much lower rated player, but got very lucky with some of his choices. And HT, yeah, did make some questionable choices as well. But I think he clutched it in the end because the chaff clear did come online with the wraiths. Good call there. He's got oil on the ground now. Phoenix for blue, which is not going to work well against the ranged wraiths, actually. Yeah, in the end game there, I could see a little bit of a rank disparity between the two. So let's see. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's see. Okay, 200 MMR difference between the two. This guy certainly did not play like a 1900, really. Maybe he did. Maybe he put on a lot of crawlers. It's a lot of... Who puts a crawler here and here? I don't know. That doesn't feel right. It's a lot of crawlers. It was his main army. It was just crawlers, and he didn't even take them. Cool. That is round 3 done and dusted. I will check you in round 4. Cool. Next game we've got Unrivaled Super Hearty versus Meta Peters. Unrivaled Super Hearty takes Sabertooth Specialist, as you can see over there. What does Meta Peters take? Aerial Specialist. Okay. I'm gonna just call them blue and red here. Blue's got Aerial Specialist with Steel Balls and Crawlers, and red has Sabertooth Specialist with Hounds and Steel Balls. Are we going to get a Headbutt or a Crossfire? What do we think we're gonna get here? More Crawlers for blue. Okay, looks like it's gonna be a Crossfire. 69 if you want to call it that. This makes for a very interesting game. Let's see how blue plays this. Very strong player. I think he's got a nickname. I think they call him Andy. I'm not sure. I've seen Unrivaled Super Hearty play before as well. Red. Okay, so blue gets to the tower first, which generally means that red will have the advantage. Looks like he does. Lots of crawlers incoming, but more balls on the field for red. And that means he will take the win. No chuff clear for blue, and that's probably the reason why he lost. Going for crawlers on the left hand side. Okay, there's his chaff clear. But decides to take the Phantom Rays. Oh, I see. Okay, because he's going Wraiths for the chaff clear. Okay, I like that choice. Immediately puts the Wraith down in the middle. Gets more crawlers. Probably going to put them down on the right here. Okay. Where does the Typhoon go? Oh, there's going to be a nice Typhoon flank on the left here. Isn't that Typhoon going to pull these balls back here? Right? Is that the idea? I don't understand that. Like, after they kill these crawlers over here, they will definitely move on to the Typhoon, right? I mean, I guess it is a double pull, but let's see. Phantom Rays on the flank over here. Mobile beacon directly to the tower. Okay, still gets to the tower first, blue. But does get a double debuff on red. Also, everything that shoots up on red side is now dead. That being the typhoon on the left hand side. I think that was a misplay, if I'm honest. Yeah, I don't think putting the typhoon in that corner was the right call. I get the idea. The idea is to slow down the push, right? Kind of like sacrificing the typhoon. Intensive training for blue now. Goes for the wraith on the left hand side. No ticket. Sells the balls. Goes for a saber tooth. I think some questionable choices here. There are balls on the field, so why go saber tooth? Saber tooth is counted by balls. Does upgrade the wraith. This decision makes no sense. Sells out on the Phoenix, obviously, but red is just not defending against it. Let's see what he does. Yeah, they don't even defend. They have full confidence in the typhoon. Okay. So it's Typhoon Saber. I've never seen this as a counter to Wraith and Ball, but let's see how this works. I have my doubts. Typhoon on the bottom left, handily dealing with those crawlers. Very good. Wraith in the middle does get taken down. Tower is going to go down over here, so the debuff is going to be big. Looks like red might be getting through here. I underestimated how strong this Typhoon would be against the Wraith. And remember, they nerfed the Typhoon's XP gain to make it so that the level 2 isn't as strong anymore. I mean, the unit doesn't level to level 2 so quickly. So it's not as strong to play Typhoon anymore, but this guy just immediately ticked it. Okay, he needs range on his wraiths. More balls, I agree with that. You can just put him over here. Yeah. I kind of assumed that this would be sold out, but it's not. Looks like this guy's committing. What does blue do about this? Okay. Red decides that Sabertooth was not a good idea. Goes for balls in the corner over here. I like that a lot. First time I've seen something like this in high level play in a while. It's been a while since I've seen balls in the corner. That's really nice. Because they will get to the tower and they will debuff. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be some form of Typhoon push. There are now 3 Typhoons on the board, some Hounds on the side. This tower is level 2. This tower goes to level 2 now. Thank you. My wife just bringing me some treats. Okay, are the balls gonna get in on time? I don't think so. I think this debuff is gonna happen first. This tower is gonna go down. That wraith is gonna die. This debuff is gonna get in though. But it's not going to mean much because all they're hitting here is crawlers. So that was for nothing. But this Wraith is doing particularly well. And will most likely win the round for blue. Okay, nice. The balls from the corner there, that debuff, even though it didn't really do much, the fact that this Wraith on the left hand side leveled and did so much damage that round was actually the reason why blue won. Orbital Javelin taken for blue now. He's gonna redeploy the balls. Where will he put them? Javelin being used over here for this Typhoon. Red really not taking any of these threats seriously. I don't know why blue has not read that yet. Like, he doesn't take these threats seriously. So he could have just left these balls here. I think this guy doesn't... He thinks he's going to sell it again, right? And he did, but he still needs to respect it. And he hasn't, so... It's interesting. The boat is going to spawn into the Javelin. Oh my word. How unlucky for red. No sticks for blue yet. There is a blue Typhoon on this side, so that's going to be good. So red is moving into Typhoon boat, but unfortunately that boat's going to die before it can really make any difference on the board. Wraith can fight into Overlord, but it's very hard. Overlord is kind of the counter. So good call by red, but unfortunately for him, or them, the the Javelin got hold of his boat before the boat could do anything. That's a big loss for red. That's a big loss. He's on the ropes now. 1343 HP left. What's he gonna do? Assault mode marksman. Oh, it's getting spicy. Okay. I don't understand, but let's see. This is definitely something that this person has practiced. Because I haven't seen this comp. It's been played, I'm sure, but it's not a popular comp. Assault mode marksman with launcher overload boats and Typhoons against Wraiths with steel balls and crawlers. I love this. I love this. This is why you have to watch in the beginning of the season and just learn, because people are trying new things and sometimes those things stick and they work. So let's see. Is the boat going to be able to defend? Will this actually work? Launch overload is strong. But it looks like he's going to get through on the left. 8 now for the Wraiths. That is what you would take if you were fighting boats with the Wraith. So good call there by blue. But I think red definitely is going to clinch this. With so much power left on the board. Yeah. Red is starting the comeback with that launcher overload boat. What does blue do to respond here? Maybe wasps? He is aerial specialist. Okay, decides to go tick on his crawlers. And go for mechanical division on the balls. I mean, yeah, the chaff clear isn't that great on red side. We now got sledgehammers for red. What's he gonna do with the last 400? Is he gonna promote this overlord? Oh, he promotes the typhoon. Maybe the other typhoon? Okay. Values the typhoons. I like that. Oh, the Wraith gets moved. Wow. That's a sneaky play. Because this Wraith is going to be able to take down this boat. And then we've got the sledgehammers on the right hand side here to distract the balls. Okay, okay. I see you. I don't know if it's going to work though. Let's see. Oh, and then the parts cross here with the mobile beacons as well. This game is so good. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm excited. The Wraith on the right hand side doing work. Definitely going to take down that boat. They're going to get to the tower as well. With the tower debuff. Oh, that's going to allow the Wraith on the left hand side to just also go to work. I don't see the assault mode marksman doing a lot here though. I'm a bit concerned about that. Also, I don't know if mechanical division on the balls was the right call. But this Wraith is doing great work for blue. So who am I to talk, right? He's a stronger player than me. So he definitely knows what he's doing. And he's making really good decisions here. Yeah, this Wraith is doing too well. Now has the equipment. Improved firepower control system. This boat gets the enhancement module. That's going to make him a little bit of money. But what's he going to do with the money? I recommend more boats. Yes, that's the answer. More boats. And I would get high explosive next. I know that might seem counterintuitive, but it's actually really good against all of this. Just to help with the chaff clear. These assault mode marksmen are just doing absolutely nothing. Look at this guy. He's just standing there watching the battle. Okay, I guess he's back up just in case the flank comes in, right? I really like this mobile beacon. Moving them around like this. DGN beam now on the Wraiths. It's kind of gonna force. Oh, he doesn't have photon. That's why he took the DGN beam. Oh, because usually you would counter the DGN beam with photon, which you get on boats. But this guy doesn't run photon on his boats. Instead, he's got jump drive. He's gonna get punished for that. For sure. But the left side is going to lose, I think. The right side might win. This level 2 boat is going to do extremely well. But this is a level 4 Wraith. Oh, close battle. He gets to promote it and then sell it. I don't know if he's going to do that. It is his best unit right now. Another enhancement module? That's a bit greedy. But okay, I like it. He's not selling off the units. He is just leveling them now. He's got a level. This should be level 4. Yeah. He sells it. Is he gonna recruit 2 level 2s? I think that's what he should do now. Yeah. He's going to do that. Okay, that's the right call. And how's he gonna counter the degen? Orbital Javelin now. This game has been fantastic so far. I love it. This is why I love Mechabellum. The variety of units, the variety of strategies. No game is the same. No 2 matches is the same. I love it. Ooh, Unrivaled Artie trying to move out of the javelin, but I don't think it's gonna work. The javelin is very well aimed. There is going to be a redeployment. Yeah, he's moving them out of the way, but it's not going to work. Okay, he does get the high explosive in ammo. I love that. Should have done that last round already, but couldn't afford it. This is going to help tremendously. That javelin's still going to hit. Oh, but it doesn't hit the boat because the boat moves a little bit faster. That's really good. This mobile beacon though. This mobile beacon. That was really good. Okay, so now it looks like blue might just win this. That was a very good play. Wow, well played. Well played to blue. What a game. The Wraiths did it. This mobile beacon in here was a stroke of genius. With these 2 really strong Wraiths. Level 5, level 4, just pushing through. Yeah, this was some really good play by blue. I'm very impressed. Taking advantage of the fact that red didn't have a lot of chaff clear. The boats, they just weren't the right answer with what he had. And then obviously the assault mode marksman were just a mistake. That was a mistake. I don't agree with that at all. Should have chosen something else there. But it is what it is. And I'll check you in the next round. Right. It gets spicy from here, boys. It gets spicy from here. This is now down to round 5. We've got top players left now. Aimer, who I played in the tournament last week and lost to in the tournament last week. I played the mini in the week. And lost to him in round 1. Very good player. I'm going to say them. Because I don't know if it's a he, what his pronouns are. I'm trying. Goes for Fangs. I kind of like that. But kind of don't. The red player here. Going for Sabertooths and Supply Specialist. Aimer is Speed Specialist with Hounds, Sabertooths, and some Fangs. Right, round 1, let's go. Looks like... Yeah, Red needs to protect his units better. With the crawlers coming in late, the left side just immediately collapses. Interesting. I don't like that decision. but I also kind of get it. I've done that setup before, but with low HP, 3,900, it's not worth the risk on round 1. Yeah, Sabertooths already aren't good into hounds, so the fangs were a good choice. Good round 1 for blue. Who's betting against blue? Oh my word. Okay. I'll take that bet. Thank you very much. Free money. Aim is strong, bro. He beat me, so they beat me. Oh, I must be better. Okay. A lot more players doing this kind of play where you sort of just play on your intuition. You play the things that you think you need for the round, and if it doesn't work out, just spam click the undo button and then play the thing that you think might be like second best that you can actually afford. Because sometimes it turns out you can't afford it, and then you can just undo, which I think is great. Both players going for the Phantom Rays. Got some Stormcallers for red. Some protection for his units. More importantly, with the crawlers, I love that. 2 stacks of crawlers coming through. So the left side should do a little bit better. Right side's just fangs. Left side doing much better for red. Much better. Good positioning change there in the defense. Okay, how does blue respond? Ooh, I like haste module and I like missile. I like all of these actually. These are all awesome. Shield drop. Okay. Blue goes for haste module. What's he gonna put it on? Oh. Okay, goes for more sabers and more hounds. Okay. I don't see how that solves the problem, but let's see. He's keeping the haste module. The shield drop here is going to be really good. Like, really good. It's going to take a while to get through that shield, which means it's going to protect the Stormcallers. And then range for the arc lights. Oh my word, Reddy's doing all the right things here. These, these dogs on the left here just aren't enough. They're not killing the, they're not surviving long enough to kill the crawlers, and so the crawlers are getting through, which means this left side is just losing. So except for that bad position in round 1, Red has actually been playing really well. No mistakes. And that was just a bad guess, I guess, so that's not even a misplay. Red goes for the orbital bombardment, also really good. Blue decides to get advanced power system. Okay, I get that. I get that as the attacker you want that, but now he needs to get range on his hounds. He needs to protect these guys on the left here because they're just being destroyed. They're doing nothing. He's basically using this hound over here as chaff. Another Stormcaller comes in, expanding to the right hand side. Both players now. What is this? Secondary armaments. I don't understand that decision. For what? For what? Undo and get range on your... Undo and get range on your hounds. Okay, is he gonna get range on the hounds anyway and bring in one set of crawlers? No. Mustangs? For the haste module? Phoenix. Okay, that's gonna help out on the left. And he's gonna put the haste module on that. Okay. We'll lose to the orbital bombardment though. Does get speed. These units are pretty fast. But it's not a chaff clear solution, buddy. Yeah, man. The crawlers are still getting through. You're getting secondary armaments, but crawlers are still coming through. How did I lose to this guy? Why didn't he play like this against me? Okay. Blue is on the back foot. Not looking good here. Down to 1,985 health. What's he gonna do to turn this around? Electromagnetic blast. For red. Redeploy, bro. You gotta redeploy. Aimer, if you're good. Channel. Oh no, he skips. I was gonna say he needs to channel his inner wood and redeploy his whole board. But he's gonna double down and probably won't even shield. Let's see. Stormcallers are doing really good. There's nothing countering them. He does have missile interceptor on his saber-tooths, but it's very expensive. 350. Is he considering it right now? His chaff clear is still atrocious. Upgrading chaff. Okay, finally gets range on the hounds. Finally. But now he's still got a Stormcaller problem. Gets temp speed again. Come on. Let's see. Got some insight riding on this, man. Come on. The crawler's still coming through on the left. Oh, okay. Okay, not bad, but still a lot of crawlers on the board. Still a lot of stuff on the board. Yeah. These crawlers on the left have been the MVPs for red. They just haven't been dealt with. 3 sets of crawlers getting through every single round for 3 rounds. Not addressing the clear problem. There's a clear problem here. But just put another hound over here. That's all he needs to do. Just one more hound over here. It's not a hard solve. Come on, man. Think about it. Brings in crawlers, more crawlers. He's gonna put tech on the crawlers, isn't he? Underground. Loose formation. It's gonna be loose formation, isn't it? It's loose formation. Defense enhancement and attack enhancement not taken for aimer. Attack enhancement taken for red. More crawlers going down. The wasp swarm not going to do very well here. Missile interceptor coming down over here. Missile interceptor coming down over here. Finally dealing with the storm callers. These phoenixes have been doing well. You could maybe put another set over here. I really want to see how the loose formation does. I think it's a good move. Because all all red has for chaff clear is arc lights, and they don't do well into loose formation. Does get temp range and takes a loan. The opponent did not do that. I hope that is Wasps win. Oh, is Wasps do win? Okay, because of the range. It's because of the range. So usually what players do is they get field maintenance with the secondary armaments. But it looks like the arc lights are disabling them now with the electromag shot, so that might not be viable. Oh! Blue wins the round. That right side just pushing through so well. Missile interceptors doing their job, but they did get taken out on the left. Oh, they didn't get taken out. He saved them. Wow. Okay, so the loose formation did work. That's really good. Right. Vulcan chosen by red and steel balls chosen by blue. Oil on the ground now. Fire is always a solution. It's kind of the natural counter to loose formation because they're so susceptible to it. Remember, loose formation does lower the HP of the crawlers, so it means that if they are set alight, they will burn very quickly. Steel balls will be good though. I don't see how blue wins this round. Is it gonna be enough to win the game for red though? Let's see. Temp range for red. Still hasn't taken a loan yet. No rapid resupply. It's got plenty of money. Very confident. Blue in the meanwhile is loaning, taking temp range, taking temp speed. Hasn't taken defense or attack enhancement yet. Doesn't think it's needed. Round 7. Is the oil going to be enough? Balls are going to get in. Balls kill the Vulcan on the left hand side. Are they going to get in on the right? They are being slowed down by the arc lights. They are going to get in on the right hand side, and they will get a debuff. So the right side winning quite handily for blue. And because of that, we'll win him the round. And he wins through the oil. Wow, what a play. Okay, now we've equalized. This is ahead now, in fact. And red gets an incendiary bomb. What? Okay. He uses it in the middle. We've got linked damage sharing balls. I like that. These missile interceptors, I wish I could see their stats. They're doing an amazing job against the Stormcallers, mitigating that damage. This one Phoenix has been doing all of the heavy lifting for the upshoot in this game. The only unit that shoots up. The only unit that shoots up. Very impressed with that. Now we've got Replicate here on the crawlers to counter the loose formation crawlers on the left. There's going to be fire on the ground. The link balls are going to get through. But the arc lights now have charge shot with the electromagnetic shot, which I think is going to be really good. Now more Phoenix is coming in for blue. He needs that single target damage. But he doesn't have field maintenance on his sabretooths, because that could help him a little bit. He could bring in more crawlers from the back. Does have defense enhancement now. Probably for the balls. The balls are splitting up, so the link is not working. And the electromag is doing quite well, but that ball does get through. And the balls on the right get through. Red is now loaning. And the right side is still doing really well. The left side is holding for blue. The debuff helped him a lot. He's pushing through on the right hand side now. This tower, has it been upgraded? It is not. That'll be another win for blue. One more round like that and red loses the game. He is on the ropes with 198 HP. What does he do? The replicate crawlers didn't work. Photon emission for blue now. The comeback is real. The comeback is real. He clawed his way back into this game. This is the guy that I lost to last week. This is the player that I lost to. This is the guy I remember. I think that photon emission is amazing. Very well played there. More damage needed on red's side. He needs melters maybe? Just to help with the saber tooths? I don't know. These balls are doing a lot of work. And then obviously the phoenixes. What's his top damage unit? It's this guy, yeah. This guy is doing very well. Going under the radar. There's the melter. Finally. Is he gonna get range on it? He does get range. 2 melters with range. I like that decision. Is it gonna be enough though? We've got shields, we've got photon emission, we've got the bombardment coming down. Lots happening in this game. Promotions being handed out to the Phoenix. No range on them yet. But they haven't needed it. Arc lights with the charge shot does not feel good. It doesn't feel like it's making much of a difference on the board. Don't know if that was the right decision. Linked balls, staying linked balls now. Getting through on the right hand side, getting through on the left hand side. This Sabertooth in the middle here doing amazing work. What an MVP. The balls got through on the right. The left hand side has crumbled. Aimer takes the win. What a comeback. What a game. Well played. Well played. Thank you for the insight, Aimer. Thank you. Right. Which means the final will be Aimer versus Mater Peters in round 6. I'll see you then. Alrighty. We are back for the grand final. It's Aimer versus Mater Peters. 201 versus, I think, 101. Because Mater Peters is French. Let's have a look at the options here. Fortified. They picked so quickly. Fortified for Aimer. And aerial for Mater Peters. Shall we call him Andy? Let's call him Andy. Andy versus Aimer. Let's go. Looks like it might be a headbutt or a crossfire. Yeah, it's going to be a crossfire. Oh, that makes it so nice. For those of you that have made it so far in this video, I want to say thank you very much for watching this far. It's been up and down video. Like I said, I don't edit my videos, so if I make a mistake in the live cast, then that's it. That gets in. And when things happen, when there are technical issues, it's really hard to then continue. And I'm sure you could see it in Game 3 when I got all those disruptions. But I'm glad I pushed through. I'm glad I got to this point in the tournament. It's been an amazing tournament so far. And I want to say thank you if you did make it this far into the video. Let's get it. Round 1. Grand final, 2 top players. It's the Asia Weekend Tournament. Red does get the debuff on the right hand side, but does not have any chaff clear. Only crawlers on the board. Yeah. So blue will take round 1. I'm gonna bet on blue here. Aimer. Maybe Andy wins, but I would like Aimer to win the tournament. Just because he beat me, and then I can say the reason I lost is because I lost against a tournament winner. Okay. Wraith on the board for Andy. We got some suction void eyes here. What's Aimer gonna do? He's got fangs at the back. Maybe another sledgehammer. Goes for another set of void eyes. So we got 4 sets of void eyes, a sledgehammer, and fangs at the back. I kind of like that. Good setup. This push on the right hand side, very, very strong by Andy. A lot of crawlers pushing in. Those sledgehammers are easily going to get overwhelmed. Who gets the debuff first? Looks like left will get the debuff first. Which means blue will get debuffed second. Is that going to be an advantage for red? Let's see. He is heading to the other tower for the debuff, and red doesn't really get that much done. As it looks like there was a door or something that fell off. Right. Red gets it done with the Wraith. Makes sense because blue doesn't have anything that shoots up right now. Except for the fangs, but they don't count. They can't kill a whole Wraith. So this push becoming very strong on the right hand side here. Does blue have an answer? And what is it gonna be? Oh, just buys his own Wraith. I love that. I love that. It's like I see your Wraith and I buy my own. What you gonna do? A level 2. Okay, I love that decision. Because what else hits up for red? And he's only got the Wraiths. Now, where to position the Wraith? That's the question. Where is he going to do maximum damage? Most efficient position on the board. I'm not sure. What's he going to do? Another set of crawlers. Okay, that's going to help a lot over here. These guys are just tanking for the sledgehammers. These guys are tanking for the tarantulas. We got another Wraith on the left hand side. That's going to do very well. Let's see if the Wraith on the right is going to do well for Aimer. I wonder if this is not pronounced Amir. Amir. Looks like the Wraith on the right hand side is doing really well. Very, very well done. Held his own against everything on the ground here. Will be the MVP for that round. Gold star. Will kill the other Wraith as well because he's twice as big. Got a few fangs shooting up at the Wraith as well. Being hopeful. Contributing. Okay. Does he get range? That's the question. Does he get range? The Wraiths need it. And in a mirror match, range is king, right? Let's see. Okay, he does go for high explosive. I like that as well. Yeah, that's a good choice. So instead of going for range, he goes for high explosive just for that really good chaff clear. And he goes for phoenixes to counter the wraiths. I kind of don't like that because wraiths with range can fight into these phoenixes. Looks like the right hand side is doing okay, but this wraith might be in trouble. Let's see if he can survive long enough. The phoenix on the left take down the wraith on the left. The phoenix on the right are going to take the wraith on the right. Okay, so phoenix, the answer for both sides. Okay. Lonesome Wraith survives. Looks like he will kill the rest of the army here. The OG, the one that came first, wins the battle for Andy. Ooh, some interesting choices here. Fire badges for Andy. What does Aimer take? Sal's one. Where's he gonna put the rest? Maybe a flank? Like a flank over here. Yeah, that's a good flank. Fire badges on the right here as well. Looks like my frames are dropping a little bit here in game. You can see it's not as smooth as it should be. I don't know what's going on. Probably have to restart the game after this. I want to continue. Luckily this is the grand final, so it will be the last part of the video. Abyss! I love it! Abyss! This is the first Titan of the series, boys. We have not seen a Titan in this set of games that we watched today. This is the first one. And he levels it immediately. He's not going to have enough money to give it the level 2. But he does upgrade it. Gives it the level up that's needed. It will defend against these fire badges quite nicely actually. And then we've got the scorpions that he got from the drop. And he goes to the balls. So now it's a ball wraith comp with some phoenix mixed in. Very strong. But the abyss, man. The abyss is looking good. The abyss will take out these fire badges. It'll be his first snack for the fight. Considers the crawlers but turns back around. Is he going to be able to get the balls? He does get 2 balls. Does he get another 2? No, he misses. Let's try again. Misses. Okay, this is the problem with the... This is the problem. The abyss does not deal well with fast units. And will now die a slow death. Okay. Okay, now we need to figure out how to get rid of this, the fast units on the ground so that the abyss can do its job. More scorpions, please. More scorpions. Laser sights for Andy. Laser sights for Aimer. What does he put it on? That's the question. Okay, gets range on the wraith. He's got 1 wraith and he's putting all the tech on it. I love it. I guess it's the only chaff clear that you really need on this side if it does all of this. It's going to be good against the phoenix, who now have range. That's scary for both the abyss and the wraith. But the abyss will spawn a level 2 wraith with dark companion. That's going to do really well. I'm going to have 2 level 2 wraiths. And if the game goes long enough, potentially 3 if he brings on another abyss on this side, which is definitely possible. Maybe he can put it over here. But the Ball Wraith Phoenix comp doing very well at the moment. Not that confident in the abyss right now. He's got the set of crawlers over here now that he's going to hit for a while. I hope there's something that can kill it. There's some sledgehammers over there. He is mobile beaconing his units this way. Oh man, these frame drops are brutal. Oh, he does get a whole line of balls. The Wraith is actually doing really well with the additional chaff clear and the range, but the Phoenixes are just doing so much damage. They get the debuff on the right hand side. Phoenixes are now going to go in on these units. They get the debuff on the left hand side. The Abyss is left to his own devices. Hopefully he can get... Oh, he doesn't even get 1 kill. Oh no. Aimer is on the back foot here. Andy is doing really well. Got 70 people watching this game live. I love this feature of Mechabellum that you can watch these games live. It reminds me of when we were young and we used to go to the arcade and we had a group of guys all standing around one game and fighting it out and just duking it out. That's what this feels like. You know, the whole community watching 2 guys just duke it out in front of them. And you've got your guy that you're cheering for and everyone else has got their guy that you're cheering for. I love that they've brought that element into this game. Andy goes for improved firepower control system. Aimer, what's he going to pick? He skips. There's another bus incoming. Is he going to get another tick on the bus? He can't. It's only got 400 left. Launcher overload now on the Phoenix for Andy. That should do really well as well. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a massive power spike. This was made cheaper in the most recent patch. That's probably why he's running it and trying it out. It's a really good tech. I might even put this in instead of charge shot now. Because of how cheap it is. I think it was decreased by 50. Aimer thinking about what he's going to do with his last 300. He might get defense attack enhancement because Andy is ahead on that. He just upgrades the tower. Gets temp range. Puts down a rocket. Put a missile on the right there. Okay. Let's see if this works out. Oh, there's a bus on the left hand side doing great work. Bus on the right gets through as well. Oh, with the shorter range on the Phoenix, the bus has a better chance against them. And he's doing quite a bit of work. There's a bus on the left hand side as completely obliterated Red's board on the left. And he gets debuffed, but the damage just isn't enough. And Aimer gets the win for round 7. And brings it back. Okay. Right. Reinforcements. What do they pick? Arclight, Marksman, Fortress, and Sandworm. Andy goes for Sandworms. Aimer takes the Fortress. I imagine he's going to sell it. No. Does not sell it. He's going to use it as a piece of meat. A piece of bait. This Abyss can be leveled. This Abyss can be leveled. Are they going to get leveled? I doubt it. It's 400 a piece. That's 80% of his income right now. Let's see. Does get defense enhancement. Finally. The worm goes right in front of the fortress. That is a very good read by Aimer there. Does take a loan. He's now got 1,250. What is he going to do with his money? Sticking to the fundamentals. Using his mobile beacon first. Getting the right things first that you need, and then using the last of your time and money to actually think about how you're going to deploy. He does promote both abysses. That's a lot of money. 450 left. And he gets attack enhancement too. Oh, that's going to be so strong. If Aimer doesn't see this coming, it's going to be really difficult for him. But he does have a unit that has 300,000 hit points. Now that might be good enough. Let's see. Oh, that fortress was not destined for this earth. Oh no. And the debuff comes in on the right hand side. The phoenixes have enough to take down the abyss on the left. Oh, the phoenixes have enough to take the abyss down on the right as well, because the crawlers are distracting him. He gets another debuff on the left hand side and takes the round and takes the win, and is our new Season 4 Asia Weekend Champion Tournament Champion. Mater Peters from CDE 201. I mean 101. What a game. What a game. The play with the sandworm over here, just that was it. That was amazing. That was very well played by him. Wow. The abysses just didn't work out, man. And the phoenixes with the launcher overload, man. Well played, well played, well played. This is a brilliant game to watch. This was a great tournament to cast. And I really, like I said, I thank you so much for being here and watching the video. I know it wasn't my best work, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying to get better. And if you did make it this far, I really appreciate it. I will check you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.